Hey, sports fans. So lately I've been thinking a lot about books that are not just marketed for young adults, but that are actually appropriate for young adults. And today I would like to recommend to you Shadowfell by Juliette Marillier. Shadowfell is like romantic fantasy for teens and preteens. Shadowfell is about a 16-year-old girl named Naren. She lives in a kingdom where the king heavily oppresses people with any magical ability. He scoops them up and brings them to his castle and then does God knows what with them. Naren has a very unique ability to be able to communicate with the good folk. This is what we would consider like little sprites or gnomes or elves. They're not the high fae, but they're like the little ones. Naren knows that her magical ability makes her a target, so she sets out on a journey to reach a place called Shadowfell where she believes that she'll be safe. In her travels, she is aided by good folk who seem to imply that maybe there's a lot more to her ability than she really understands. She also is aided by a man named Flint who is handsome and kind but mysterious, and she doesn't really understand his motives. This is kind of a traditional fantasy with a little bit of romance sprinkled in and a sort of chosen one trope, but it's definitely age appropriate for younger audiences. There is romance, but there's no like physical romance. It's all emotional, it's all talk, and there's no physicality to it. There is some violence. I think that that is just something that comes along with a lot of fantasy, especially like sword and sorcery fantasy. It's just inherent in the genre. It's not like super gory or graphic. I do think that it's pretty accessible for most young readers. I really enjoyed this series even in my 20s. It is kind of an emotional, romance focused fantasy story, but sometimes that's exactly what you need.